the volume a little bit? I guess that'll help wake everybody up. And surprise, you guys are blessed with me today. Thank you. Lindsay's on a very important conference call that she was unable, so I will just do her backup when she has those meetings so that we can continue to give community updates. I have a couple different resident updates, so I guess Johanna, we'll start with you. Come on back.
I don't know. And who signed up?
Hello, everybody. I'm talking to you from my hat with the scholarship fund on it. And we want to thank you very much for all of your generosity. This year, we are going to give away, and to people who have really earned it, 33 scholarships. This is going to associates and to the children of associates. And they have wonderful stories. So come on Saturday, June 1st, that's at 2 o'clock, it's here. It won't take that long to give out 33 scholarship awards, but come and listen to their stories and how much they appreciate what we are doing. And along that line, I did a video with 4 of the people, well, it really turned out to be 3, of the associates who have received scholarships, and I asked them pointedly, what does this mean to you? So they tell their story, and you can do that by, if you receive the Oaks, on the Oaks, after you see the online, after you see the cover, there are blue bars, and one of the blue bars says YouTube. Click on YouTube, and you will see a video of their interviews. So that, I think that, oh no, one other thing. We have some of our associates who have received scholarships and are still working here, and they're wearing badges and little red flags coming down from the bottom of them, little red ribbons, and on it says that they are scholarship award winners. And so we want you to know who they are, and if you want to ask them about their story, go ahead. Thank you.
Good morning. I just want to remind all that are interested on Friday, the 17th at 2 p.m. in the South Private Dining Room, or the Dining Room South, Private Dining Room South, whichever way you do it, is going to be the Parkinson's Support Group. We'll be meeting there probably less than an hour, but if you're interested, or a caregiver, or someone involved, you just come on, join us. There's no agenda. We're just going to find out what we need to do. So again, Friday, the 17th, 2 p.m., South Private Dining Room.
All right, Tony.
Morning. I'm Tony Quattromani. As you may know, I'm president of the Regency Oaks Veterans Association, and we're having our monthly meeting today. It's an annual meeting we do every May, and we honor and recognize all of our veterans and their wives and all the other residents who have passed in the past year. So I invite you to come and listen, particularly if you have some of the people on the program that you know. We're going to do something a little different today. We actually have a piano player. We haven't had a piano player for 6 months. He's a new resident, or about to be a new resident. He's moving in, and he's a veteran, and he's going to play the piano for us. And I hope we've solved the bell problem. We have not had good bells for the past couple of years, and because of Sam back there, we have an electronic bell. So, hope you can make it, 2 o'clock here.
Thank you, Tony. All right, any other resident announcements? All right, moving on. So Innovative Home Service would like to announce that this Wednesday, May 15th, in the Grand South Lobby from 1 to 2 p.m., they will be doing flower arranging. So anyone's welcome to join them, stop in and learn how to arrange flowers with Matty. They also have passed out the new puzzle, so go ahead and complete that puzzle and return them to either the North-South desk or IHS directly for your chance to win that hour of free service. Oh, and another slide for the flower pop-up. So environmental service, that's Evan is reminding us to help the environmental services team by maintaining your beautiful home. Follow the steps below to enhance the cleanliness of your environment. So clean up after using a communal space. If support is needed from community team members, report it to the front desk. Report any spills immediately to the front desk. Report immediately unsanitary toileting issues that need immediate action. Again, go to the front desk. See something, say something. Use the work order system. So again, go to the front desk, use your app, whatever you have to fill a work order so that we can get on that quickly. We all want to keep the community very beautiful. So we want to recognize the opportunity to highlight an extraordinary act of kindness with one of the residents here at Regency Oaks. So thank you to all the residents that helped the administrative team with engaging team members across the board. Recruitment and retention is a huge focus across the board. And so that is Wanda holding up a picture that was painted for her, I want to say, by John Hurt. So great, talented resident that painted that picture of Wanda. Yeah. COVID, 0. So again, everybody's been really great. If you're not feeling well, contact wellness, either Kelly or Carol, and stay home. That's, right now there's a couple little bugs going around, and I think everyone's really good about, kind of staying to themselves and isolating if they're not feeling well. So, resident services announcing, please do not leave your walkers, canes, or motorized chairs in the lobbies when you leave the community. We're trying to keep the area free of clutter and open to make sure that there's no accidents, slips, or trips or falls. So make sure that when you go out, you can, behind the north desk where packages are placed, you can leave your, walkers, scooters, carts. In the service areas to the sides of the walkways. And then to the side of the stairwell door outside the south. So those are where we recommend leaving any of your devices, shopping carts, things like that. So this was an interesting slide that Lindsay wanted to share with everybody because it does talk about, every time we have a first responder go to a resident's apartment or respond to a code, we call it a code gray, they do an incident report. So I think Kelly has been taking this information and making a chart. So it talks about, the number of falls, you can see for the month of April, we had 17 falls. For March, we had 19 falls. February, we only had 5, in January, 3. So that's kind of a staggering number. So then it talks about the results of that was, January, we had 4 hospitalizations. February, we had 6. March, we had 19. In April, we had 16. So one of the important things to notice with this chart is that you see at the bottom where it talks about referrals total, referrals to therapy, referrals to IHS, referrals to home health. So, when you start to have these falls, you start to feel the loss of your balance. This is a really great time to mention it to your doctor. We have the outpatient therapy here. Usually your doctors can write a script, get an order that you can participate in our therapy right here at Regency Oaks. The goal is to build the strength, get you feeling better, prevent these falls, prevent these hospitalizations if we can. So awareness is the first step. Everybody just, do what you can. If you can work with, our therapy gyms, Zelco, whatever you need to do, that we can continue. If you don't use it, you lose it. So, make sure that you're using it. Let's work together to prevent these falls, hospitalizations, and rehab stays. So again, a pendant reminder and name badge reminder. That's, Kelly is still doing the tickets. So when she is circulating throughout the community, she's looking to make sure everybody has their pendant and their name tags on. And the winner for last week's raffle winner was Joyce Davis. So I don't see that she's here, but congratulate Joyce for wearing her name tag and her pendant, and continue to wear yours as well. You say, yeah, check your neighbors. Who has their name badge and pendant on it? All right, so we have had a little bit of a problem with our Regency Oaks app for the Android phones. That's if you already had the app on an Android phone, it is working fine. There's no issues. But if you went into the Android store to download the app, it was not there. It is still not there, but they're testing it out, and we're hoping to have that back up and running, or an updated status this week that we can communicate to everybody. So our new residents, if you went in to download the Regency Oaks app in Google, it wasn't there, but hopefully it will be back very soon. Just another reminder, this slide was here last week, that what's happening is the pharmacies are continuing to send medications through many different avenues. They're using the US Mail, FedEx, DoorDash, and personally dropping them off. So when the the DoorDash delivery comes or the pharmacy comes directly, our receptionists at the front desk know that that is a medication package. We are able to log it on our package slip or on our package log and give you a phone call. So what happens is when it comes in through FedEx or US Mail, we don't know what's in that package. We can't always tell it's your medication. We're not gonna call you. We're just gonna do a normal package slip. So what's happening is residents are running low on their medication. They're waiting for us to call them, and it's in their mailbox, or their internal mailbox, that they have a package that's waiting for them to pick up. So if you're getting low on your medications, it's supposed to be sent to you. Make sure you check that internal mailbox to see if you have a package waiting for you at the desk that we may not have called you on. Dog walking, just make sure that all of our pet owners, that's Regency Oaks likes to be a pet-friendly community, but we do want to keep it clean and make sure our walkways and service areas are clear of any debris. So make sure when you take your dogs out, you take them to the grass areas. Away from the building, yes. So luggage carts, again, we are having a shortage of luggage carts as people are continuing to use them and keep them. So make sure to be courteous to your neighbors and return them to the service areas when you are done with them. So activities this week, again, we do have the ROVA meeting today. It's at 2 o'clock right here in the town hall. Tony announced that program. Sounds like a really great event, so we hope you all can attend. Tomorrow, we'll be in the know with RO at 2:30 right here in the admin offices in the town hall. Wednesday, join us in the breezeway to give our best wishes to Zelko. So there is residents have been asking me all week that they want to know if we're doing anything for Zelko. So we are having cake in the breezeway. Everybody can come by Wednesday at 1 o'clock to wish him the very best. Thursday, we're going to be having the Derby Day right here in the town hall at 2 o'clock. So this is where we do our horse races. So you guys can come and gamble on which horse is going to be the lucky one. That's where your Derby best and participate, and it's a lot of fun. Thursday, the Men's Social Club is 3 o'clock in the Sports Lounge on the 3rd floor of the North Building. Friday is the Parkinson Support Group at 2 p.m. in the South Private Dining Room. And then just continue to check the trip tables and sign up for the monthly trips.
You forgot the chorus.
Oh, what did I forget? I heard you, Lottie.
The chorus.
The chorus. Okay. So Plant Ops, they completed 147 work orders. 31 are still open. And again, sometimes that's because we're waiting on parts. There's going to be followed up, so they don't mark a work order completed until it actually is completed. So some will continue to remain open until it is completed. They're repairing the plumbing and replace the floor and the drywall in the north lobby. We've all seen the lobby construction kind of zone that it looked like. We realize that is where the dishwasher is. So they fixed that, and hopefully we will have no more raining in the north lobby. They did install the new condensation line for the HVAC in the 2nd floor dining room in the north building. They replaced 2 HVAC units in the new unit turnover apartments. In the south therapy room, they did install a new phone line and fax lines. That means if anybody needs to call down to the therapy gym, if you're trying to reach Stacy, Diana, there is a phone extension. You can call the front desk and they will connect you. We did install that smart rain system for the sprinklers. It was installed, but we can see that it is not working so great. So we are very aware of that, and they are working to correct it. The lobby furniture moved from the north to the health center, so that's all of the furniture that we had in the north lobby. We're not going to get rid of. We are repurposing it over in the health center. Yes. We do have a painter that is completing the routine touch-ups around the campus. So if you've seen Bernie, he's doing a great job. Welcome him to our team. And then please make sure to place a work order for items that you see on the campus or in your home. You can place the work order many different ways. One is through that Regency Oaks app. One is, calling the front desk. We've got those little slips of paper you can fill out and hand to the front desk at any time as well. So, sometimes we're walking to meetings and people stop us and say, "Oh, can I tell you about what's going on?" I can tell you, I'm guilty of it, that if you tell me something in the breezeway, I may not remember it by the time I get back to my desk. So use the work order system so that we have it in writing. We will not forget about you. And then you'll see we've been working on the front doors in both the north and the south lobby, and that is the prep work for the air curtains that are being installed. So that will help maintain the temperature inside. That's when you first come in through those automated doors. The air curtains will keep our air conditioning indoor and the outdoor humidity out, hopefully. So, food and beverage updates. So we have the next food and wine pairing, May 23rd. Our Sunday brunch action station this Sunday will be ham. The Breezeway dinner will be this Friday, May 17th. The gourmet dinner scheduled for Wednesday, May 22nd. We will be doing the Memorial Day inside picnic buffet, so that will be holiday hours. For those of our new residents, make sure you look up the holiday hours for Memorial Day. I'm not sure what those are off the top of my head. Our upcoming theme night will be May 29th. It is a cruise theme. So everybody pull up your tropical cruising wear and wear that for dinner. That's Thursday, May 29th. Pasta night will be May 30th. And then on the last day of the month, you may make your reservations for the following month. So with a maximum of 3 RSVPs per week at the Gastropub. So the annual shredding is going on. You'll see that there are shred bins in both the north and the south lobbies. They're here just through May, so don't delay. Sales. We've welcomed Lauren Hawk, our marketing event specialist. So if you haven't met her yet, go over to the sales office, pop in and say hello. That's this Thursday, May 16th, will be the first in a 3-part series on the benefits of life care, a learning lunch. And more on the other 2 May events will be coming soon. And they do not have the video photo shoot results yet. However, others in the divisions are starting to receive them, so we may expect them at any moment, and you guys will be sure to know as soon as we get those. So some other follow-up from Lindsay. I was kind enough to present today, so she could be on our budget call. Still working on signage design for the community directional and large town hall signage with a technician. Final renderings were received yesterday. They are still working through the pending project, awaiting final approval from Peak. More pieces coming for the north lobby renovations this week. They had another call with Blue Team and Encore Carpet for the final seaming diagram to begin replacing luxury vinyl in place of carpet in the high traffic areas there in the north building. And then thank you for your patience with the severe leak in the north lobby ceiling. This should be patched and completed today. So we did receive more of the door hangers for maintenance to use. So what that means is if maintenance comes to your apartment and you're not home, they should leave a door hanger on your door to let you know that they were there and what they did and who was there. So if you need to follow up, you can. The Smart Rain irrigation system was installed. We are very aware of the issues with the landscaping, and they're working diligently with Corey and the Smart Rain to address the settings and install issues that we've had. We have another call this week, and Corey's adjusting the settings per zone as much as possible in the meantime. We will now have the AV closet in the town hall locked. You may check out the key from the front desk. That's too many people nosing around in there messing with things, so we gotta keep it locked now.
What's the AV closet?
Right back here, where we keep all of our AV equipment. Yep, audiovisual, yes. So the blue team is removing one of their large Connex cans this week. One will remain for the remainder of the carpet project to come. And we are completing a routine OIR audit from the years 2021 through 2023. So that is a lot of my responsibility. That stands for the Florida Office of Insurance Regulation. This is a major audit. So there will be days that I will be here locked in my office working on, securing these years worth of documents to provide to the Florida OIR. So I will be here, it just may not be available some days. And just a reminder again to place work orders via the front desk or the app for any items you identify around the campus or in your home. Often the maintenance team and myself are pulled aside and items mentioned instead of using the work order system. And this also enables Lindsay to track their productivity, ensure routine maintenance is occurring, manage unresolved or delayed work orders, and prioritize the priorities. So a flooded toilet versus a light bulb. Too often the maintenance team and Lindsay are pulled aside with items mentioned instead of using the work order system. And then the Buildings and Grounds Committee is also a great resource. Scholarship Awards, so this is just reiterating what Johanna had shared with us earlier. So on June 1st, $99,700 will be distributed to 33 of our employees or their children. So thanks everyone in this room for your generosity and many others. That's a great benefit to us at Regency Oaks that we're able to give this money to our employees. It helps with our retention. It helps us keep these young kids that we want to grow and see them develop over the years to come. So thanks again everybody for making your donation to the scholarship fund. And then last week was Nurses Week. So we made sure to celebrate all of our extraordinary nurses. We did a week full of Hollywood-themed events, so you can see some of the pictures, and hopefully the nurses felt the love and appreciation, so we can retain those nurses as well. And questions. I feel like that was a lot. so what questions do we have? All right, Samantha's coming with the microphone.
Betsy, could you go back one of the early slides where
Yeah.
you're recommending that walkers, et cetera, be stored when people go away at
Yes.
at the stair door or the south?
Yes,
building?
that's outside at the front door. Okay,
That's exactly right.
right.
I think there's two things wrong with that.
Okay,
One is the fire marshal would not be very happy with it because the stair door is getting blocked.
okay.
Secondly, from a marketing perspective, I really don't think that's a very good first impression for a prospective new resident to walk into the front door and all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of walkers and things stored there.
All right, where's Kelly? Does anybody see Kelly? We will let her address that because that was her slide. So we'll get with her and kind of, give her that feedback and see if we decide to change that location.
It's illegal.
Right.
You can't do
Well,
it.
they're not directly in front of the doors.
They are.
There's
That
a
path
walking
has to be
path.
open. That path has to be clear.
Yes, and it usually is. 1 or 2 walkers there at a time usually do not block it. So, but again, we'll address it with Kelly. So she's the one that's determining the area. Next question, Carlita.
I don't know if it belongs here, but.
Oh, hold on, the microphone's coming. There you go.
Oh. The cleaning, we didn't have any cleaning last week. And the thing is that we're asked to undo our bedding. And then we have to put that all back again, and no one told us.
Oh, no, okay. That is something we can reach out to Evan. He's extension 508, so we'll make sure when we're doing the linen drop-offs that we're offering assistance for residents that need it as well. So thank you for letting me know that. Chris over here?
With the renovation in the north building, will the pictures be changed in the hallways?
I don't believe so. We do have some additional pictures that are waiting to be hung still. That's a great question for Bobby, who's not here right now, so we can follow up with her. She's the head of the design committee. Any other questions? Oh, Roger. Hold on, there's the microphone.
Betsy, I made this awareness announcement announcement before, but we have new people coming in, and sometimes the attendance is also changing.
Oh, hold the microphone a little closer to your mouth, I can't hear.
I've made this announcement before, or beware announcement, if you will, but there's new people here, and the attendance is always not the same people. They kind of rotate in and out. But I've heard 3 Viatical advertisements on television, and one of them is repeated. Based on my experience, I can tell you, beware. If anybody approaches you to sell your life insurance policy, you beware. It's not a good deal, and it's even worse if you are an investor. You sell the policy to the middleman, and the middleman turns around and involves investors to buy into that policy. Be careful, be very careful, because it's not as good as it sounds. And I can give you examples if you want later on. Thank you.
All right, and Kelly is here, so we will go ahead and have her address. Oh, and Bill left. That's the question was that he was saying that in front of the south building that they were directed to park walkers, wheelchairs to in front of the walkway where the fire door or the stairwell door is. And he said that it is a fire hazard as well as it's not a great first impression for marketing.
Yes, that is true. We did not want to block the door or any of the fireway hazards. So it's more so just kind of along that side, just out of the way. I know it can be a little less attractive for marketing, but we really don't have a place to put them inside. And so a lot of people are just leaving them right in front of the front desks in both buildings. And it could be a trip hazard, it could be an issue for people coming in to check in. The receptionists cannot get out there and move them. So if you could just put them over to the side of each building would be fantastic. And if you have questions about a specific area, just come find me and I can help you find a spot.
And remember, we had 19 falls last month, so we're trying to prevent those tripping hazards throughout the community. Any other questions? Oh, there's a Dave or John.
I have 2 questions.
Just hold it a little closer.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
One is, when you return on the fire pits out here at 3:30 in the afternoon when it's 95 degrees outside, and no need of having those fire pits running in the afternoon.
Okay.
Second question has to do with Zelco. What are the plans to replace Zelco? Tomorrow, Friday is last day here. I've been here for 2 years. I've gone every week to his exercise classes. Come next week, what am I going to do? No exercise classes?
I'm gonna let Ginger address that one. You wanna come on up, Ginger?
That's okay, I'll speak from here.
Okay.
We're in the process of
Hold on,
hiring somebody.
pass the microphone.
The day Zelco gave us his notice, we were on it that day, interviewing people. We are in the process, and we think we have a candidate. We have the online classes. I did record his class that we can put up on 732 at the same time. So we are on it.
I was gonna say, I believe the Roro board met with a candidate that they liked, so there is someone that's very close to the end of the process. They've been through all the interviews, so hopefully it'll be very quick hire. And then the fire pits is a resident request. There's a couple of residents that do enjoy having their evening wine in front of the fire pits. I can check and see if that's gonna be continuing to go on for a while, but it's something that residents requested when we turned them off. They wanted them back on, so we'll. 3:30. Yeah. So we'll see about adjusting the time.
I just think that the fire pits are set on high. If they were set on low, it might be like more an ambiance than blowing you out of the patio.
Perfect. Okay, we'll follow up on that for sure.
Just a reminder for those that have not been out to the new Forest Trail and looked up the Sweetheart Tree, it's time that you did. Take your significant other out there with you Even walkers can make it out there. And I think your name, put your name on there's a bulletin board there that you can sign up on, along with how long you've been sweethearts.
Oh, that's sweet. Make sure you wear your pendant when you go out to the trail too. All right, last call for questions, and then we're gonna turn it, oh, Diane.
Hi, I just wanted to address the exercising in our apartments. It's very inefficient. Most people have recliners or big armchairs. You cannot exercise inside your apartment. You have to have an armless side chair, and even that, we need the energy of a class, and there's so many of us that rely on it, and this prevents falls. So if we want to prevent falls, we need to pay attention to the classes.
Absolutely, good point. All right, anybody else? All right, we're gonna turn the meeting over to Kelly. Stay with us if you would like the information for residents.